Reading number 8. This is an interesting one, and it speaks to a rather fundamental and often crippling part of our society in the Western world. Listen to what he says. When a family falls into poverty, it may be compelled to borrow money in order to survive. But if the lender charges interest on the loan, then that family will fall deeper into the pit. Not only will they have to repay the loan, but also the interest that accumulates on it. The lender may pretend, even to himself, that he's acting kindly, but in fact, behind the guise of charity, he is acting with extreme malice. He is trading on the calamities of others. He's drawing profit from their distress. He is demanding a material reward for an act of charity, and so turning charity into robbery. He seems to be beckoning the poor family into a safe harbor, but in truth, he's taking their ship onto the rocks. The lender may say, "Why should I lend others money that is useful to me and demand no reward for it?" My answer is that you shall receive a reward. In return for the gold you lend on earth, you shall receive gold in heaven as a far greater rate of interest than you can ever imagine. Well, it's probably not within the power of those of us who are watching this video. It's certainly not in my power to change the banking system in our societies. But we can be sure when we lend something to someone else, especially if it's money, that we don't ask for more in return than what was lent. And if we do an act of charity that is not costing us money, that we don't expect things in return, that we can give with a generous heart. And if we do have an opportunity, someone asks us for a loan, to certainly not expect to receive interest back and to fall into the category that he's talking about here. And I think if you have a business, this will also carry over into things like, don't overprice selling your goods. Don't price gouge and take advantage of poor. If you have a rental property, don't take advantage of the poor by charging so much more than you actually need to receive for that property. Just because we can get away with doing those kind of things, and they may not be illegal in our secular law system, doesn't mean that is what God would have us do. So as people of faith, let's really consider what we do in regard to this one, especially if we're a supervisor or a business owner. See if we can't always treat people fairly. Well, I hope you'll be here again next Thursday and learn what else John had to say to the people in his society and also in ours. See you then.